Michelino here with the next episode in our glorious adventure. Boys to men, where we are trying to take Swedish team Brommapojkarna from the third tier of Swedish football to the top of the world. The European dream is still very much alive. We beat Lausanne in the last episode and today we are playing Braga. But before we get into the game, I have a bit of talent development info to go through with you. Here we go. So we've had decent results on the field, which is good, but I think this is what kind of shows the most important thing of all. Ajax lead European top league player development. Yes, of course you might be wondering what's so extraordinary about this, but don't worry about Ajax, Barcelona or Benfica, because in fourth place we have IF Brommapojkarna with a total number of loads. I don't know, but that's the list, and I know that loads of these players are players who play for us, but there are players out in Europe as well, so I'm really proud to have 36 players. There I see the number, 36 players playing in Europe. We are the fourth most prolific producers of talent in Europe, which makes me all warm and fuzzy inside, and if we can start to keep the prime talent, then I think we can actually make a push for the Swedish League title. That's what I'm aiming for next season, and then maybe even make a name for ourselves in Europe. To keep building that legacy, or to be more correct, to actually get us back on course again, we have brought in Kim Vilfart, former Danish international. I had put an ad out for a new head of youth development after sacking the old one after that last atrocious youth intake, and we had guys coming in who showed a decent judging player ability and decent judging player potential but lacked personality. We had guys with a decent personality but they didn't have the playing style, and then at one point we didn't really have anyone coming in, so I got a bit worried, but then all of a sudden, there he was knocking at our door. I know that his playing style of direct isn't exactly what we are after, but look at that personality. It's a model citizen, which means that he has very high values in determination, in ambition, and in professionalism, all the three things that really matter when it comes to youth development. He has good enough judging player ability and judging player potential. He likes to work with youngsters, and he also looks kind of friendly, which makes me really happy. So now it's up to him to see if he can get better players to come through, because if we are going to take the next step, then we need better players. So welcome to the club, Kim Vilfart. We also managed to do more work on the youth facilities. We just had them upgraded, but I went out on a limb and asked the board once more for another facilities increase, and it came through. So this upgrade is much more costly than the last one, which makes me think that it's a bigger one. £2 million, which is a hell of a lot of money for us. We are spending on this one, and it's taking us 4 months to get built. Very good and absolutely pivotal if we are going to keep creating the sort of players we want to create and get the sort of youth players through. If we look at the current youth facilities, we have excellent academy coaching, exceptional youth recruitment, but only average youth facilities. That is where we need to put our money to get better youth players through, and then eventually we will start to build up the training facilities as well to actually get the players to improve more when they are actually training with us. But we need to maximize the level of youth intake players that we get through. After that player development focus, it's now crunch time. We are playing Braga first at home and then away, and in between we play IF Göteborg in the Swedish Cup semi-final, because we managed to scrape through by beating IF Göteborg 1-0. So an action-packed episode. I'm really excited. We crushed Lausanne at home, but only managed a draw away. This time the tables are turned. We are starting at home and then playing away in the second leg, which means that I want a good result with us from this first game if I'm going to feel confident going into the second game. we make very few changes to the team today. Kalle Andersson comes in, and he, together with Isak Holm, are the only two players who have an average rating below 7 so far. So we have a team that is very strong when it comes to form. I have high hopes that John Tete will carry on his form. I hope that he will sneak up at that back post and head in a goal or two. I hope that Kalle Andersson's form will pick up because he was great towards the end of last season. And I do hope that we can put these Portuguese opponents where they are supposed to be, and that is in the bin. Here we go. We are at home. I would have expected a few more people in the stands. Yeah, there are actually a few people there. It's not like it's full, it's not like it's half full, but at least we are drawing bigger and bigger crowds, which is making me very happy because that means that our stature in Sweden is growing, and with that, our economic situation only gets better. And while I'm talking, we score 1-0. I said beforehand that I was hoping that Kalle Andersson would pick up the same form he had last season, and look at this. Krebs holds on to the ball. Hallgren delivers it perfectly to Kalle Andersson, who makes no mistake, and I think our Portuguese guests are really wondering what hit them. Can they bounce back straight away though? That would make me sad if we get the ball away. Tete, one of the other players that I mentioned, can he keep building on his form? He's been maybe the best player for us so far. Oh, I thought we'd score there again. 2 minutes in, and we are so far, early days, but we are so far looking just as dominant as we did in the game against our Swiss opponents. Ooh, we hit the woodwork. 5 minutes in, and we have completely dominated them so far. They will probably bounce back slightly. There will come a time in this game where they take over a little. Maybe we're already there. They have the ball, moving it around. Grujic out to Colli. Sends it in. We get it away though. Is this a counter for us? The ball is sent up to Krebi. Finds Tete. I don't know what these Portuguese defenders are doing, but Findel doesn't manage to score. Another corner for them. They seem to love the corners. And Thomas Isherwood seems to love heading them away. 3 corners, 3 headers away from Isherwood. First real proper chance for them, and Piconel isn't even bothered to make a proper save. He just stands there and collects the ball. Short corner routine for us. Tete finds Hallgren. Nice bit of combination play, and with 10 opponents in the box, it's hard to get the ball to the goal. But another decent chance for us. Another short corner routine. They don't seem to be learning, and we are 2-0 up. Isak Holm, the other sub-7 form player, scores our second goal. We are 2-0 up, and wow, are we good or are we good? Their keeper seems to fumble slightly, but I don't mind. He can fumble as much as he wants because we are in the lead and we are looking amazing compared to them. Are we actually this good, or are they really bad? I'm not sure. Probably a combination. But we are 2-0 up and we're approaching half time. I think I would take this any day. Clean sheet and 2 goals at home, that would be perfect. Them scoring would give a bit of wind underneath their wings and put them in this tie. So far they have been struggling to produce really good chances. We have not. We have produced chance after chance after chance. And as we reach the half-time mark, we have been extremely dominant. And there are actually more people in the stands than I saw at the start of the game. Maybe people have been coming as they've heard that we are doing well. 11 shots, 5 on target against 2 shots, 2 on target for them. Keep this up, guys. Keep this up. Passing the ball around nicely. Could we just keep the ball in our team for the next 45 minutes? No, we cannot. Krebi shoots over the goalie, over the bar. And it's their ball. Now they are passing it around. I don't know why I don't feel nervous at all. Probably because every opportunity they've had, we've just taken the ball away from them and then counted on them in the same fashion as we do now. But this time we give the ball away. Is this a turning point? I sure hope not. Luther, maybe that's Luther Vandross, I'm not sure. He's small though. Krebi, he's not small, he's just brilliant. What can he do? He finds no one. Now I was just praising him. I take that back. He's not supposed to cross the ball in, he's supposed to finish the attacks, isn't he? 60 minutes played, nothing is happening, which suits me perfectly. Long throw to no one. Augustinsson is there all alone. He's been great so far in the start of this season. Gets the ball out to Andersson. Can we make a move here? Maybe a cheeky little 1-2. Maybe a solo raid. Maybe a corner. It's a corner. They don't seem to bother about our short corner routines. So here we come. Blocked shot. Isherwood with it. Can Andersson gets the ball in. Krebi. Oh, he's missed a couple of decent chances now. That is very unlike Krebi. Let's make a couple of subs. Don't wear our players out too much. 3 players tired, so 3 subs we make, I think. Wallenborg comes in instead of Victor Karlsson. We can play, we'll move a couple of players around here. There we go. And Isak Holm is tired as well. Jakob Eklund comes in, and the final sub is Marcus Hallgren out, and Levis Gevlesus comes in, the big man. Can he score a 3rd goal for us? Really secure us promotion. Luther sends it in. Their best chance probably, but they managed to miss the goal, which makes me happy. Wallenborg newly subbed in to Kalle Andersson. Kalle Andersson hits the first defender. I was going to say hopefully he can beat his man, but he cannot. Instead, it's Luther. He seems to be responsible for almost everything dangerous from their side. Maybe he is mesmerizing our players with his beautiful singing. I'm not sure, but he's doing something. We are not looking as confident defensively as we did in the first half. What's their keeper doing? Yeah, he sorts that situation. I was hoping that Kevlesis would catch him, but here they come again. They have taken over now. Decent save from Piconel, though. I am hesitant to make any changes, though. I'm going to leave it at this and just cross my fingers and hope that we can ride out the storm. They have still struggled to produce any really good chances, even though they have been slightly more active than they were in the first half. And we keep losing the ball needlessly. Out to Kalle Andersson. What now? Findell. Oh, I think the keeper was thinking about something completely different because he didn't even bother to try to catch that one. Findell to Tete, back to Findell. Eklund, oh, hits the woodwork again. 2 goals, 2 balls in the woodwork. Isherwood all alone. Not the perfect player to try to finish an attack, though. If he doesn't head it. But it would have been strange if he would have been lying down trying to head that one on the ground. Tete runs, gives it away. Barroso. Luther. We get the ball away from Luther. And without Luther, they're nothing. Just like Diana Ross, she was nothing without Luther Vandross. Findell, Tete, have we seen that one before? Findell again, Isherwood, Findell. Ooh, lovely play. What a sub-par finish. Piconel to Isherwood. Don't love that long ball, but at least Kiflisis is there, and that's the final whistle. 2-0. I said before halftime that I would take 2-0, and I'm very pleased about this. We beat a good Portuguese side. I'm going to call them good, even though they were completely crappy in this game. A good, very good Portuguese side, 2-0, and I have high hopes going into the second leg. So I'm going to play the IF Brommapojkarna Swedish Cup semi-final offline, and then I will be back for the away leg against Braga. And for you, only a second will pass. I came back a little bit earlier to give you this. We've had the draw for the quarterfinal and the semi-final, so we know our way going forward. I'm already considering us going through to the quarterfinal, which might be a little premature, but my confidence is that high. If we win that one, then we'll probably play Feyenoord, who beat Rizespor 4-1 in the first game. And if I'm saying if, because now my confidence is starting to wane, if we beat Feyenoord, then we will probably play Napoli, Leeds, or Rennes in the semi-final, and then things are getting really, really, really tough. But let's not get too much in advance. Let's go to the actual second leg. If confidence wasn't high after the first leg, then it is now. Look at this, 16 players called up for international duty, an array of different nationalities, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Greece, Hungary, Lithuania, Poland, and of course the Swedish under-21s. Viktor Karlsson, Jakob Ekdal, Isak Holm, and Victor Johansson all called up. Victor Johansson might be the name that you recognize the least. He is still with our under-19s, but is improving at least decently. I think it might be time to start calling him up to the first team soon and give him a couple of chances. Good aggression, good determination, nice finishing, and decent technique. I don't think he's better than Krebs, but at least he's worth a chance or two. 3 players called up for the Swedish under-18s, 1 player called up for the Swedish proper team, Andre Piconell, and 2 players, Marcus Hallgren and Kjell Andersson, called up for the Sweden under-23s. We also managed to crush IF Göteborg in the Swedish Cup semi-final, which means that we will go into the second leg against Braga, maybe in our best form ever. We are forced to make 1 substitution though, as Isak Holm is suspended. In comes Jakob Eklund, which is slightly worse, but this isn't a major issue, is it? So a very strong team going into this game. Andersson looked like he's on fire. Krebi, can he bounce back? Tete looking superb, and Hallgren roaming freely in that advanced playmaker role. I am absolutely confident going into this game. They have a nice looking stadium, but we are not even granted a early highlight. The game just starts. But look at their stadium, it looks nice. Loads of people have come to watch them. Maybe come to watch us. We are slowly becoming European greats, are we? Krabby, 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 Krabs, Krabby, Krabs, Krabby, Krabs, Krabby, Krabby, Krabs, Krabby, Krabby, Krabs. He is turning into one giant, and look at all the happy away fans. Loads of people have travelled with the team to see us go through to the next round of European football. I think this was an early nail in their coffin, because we've scored 1 goal away, which means that they will need to score 4 to go through, and they will never do that. They have not given up though. Their big small star, I should say, Luther, is trying to make something happen, but we win it. Krebi's through again. That is the sort of chance that Krebi should put away. And I really wanted to sing again. Well, I just have to give it a couple of minutes. Short corner routine. Nice one. That little combination we've been doing has been working wonders. 2-0, Marcus Hallgren. I think the fact that they are stepping up a bit here and not parking the bus as much is punishing them heavily 2-0 after 17.5 minutes, and now they will need to score 5. I don't think they would score 5 even if I took off 2 players and just let 9 players finish this game. Luther is getting nowhere. He's getting there fast. What now? I have no idea what it's going to do out there. Penalty. No way, Jose. I called it, no penalty. Corner, they send it in and they score. I am extremely cocky, but they score. 1 for Braga, 2 for Brommapojkarna, and this is still over. Another chance for them, or another chance for us to win the ball. We seem highly uninterested and let them attack again. Barroso is through, makes it 2-2. 2-2 after almost half an hour, and it looks like we have already counted this one home. We have already started to think about the next game, where we are probably going to Holland to play Feyenoord. Another corner, they send it in. This time they miss the goal, which means that they don't make it 3 straight goals in 3 straight chances. But if we are going to play this poorly, then they might score a third rather sooner than later. I don't think our early second goal was very good for morale, because now we seem very uninterested. But nice bit of passing play there, nice build up. Hallgren finds Krebi, but Runarsson saves it. Oh, I thought he was going to be first there, Krebi. They are playing the ball around, trying to penetrate us, and here they go. But we managed to deflect that one outside of the box. Luther sends it in. Isherwood is there once again to head the ball away. Have you seen that one before? Yes, you have, and you love it. I love it too. Isherwood has been great defensively. A long ball, not a problem for Augustinsson. Finds Kalle Andersson. What could he do here? Runs with the ball. Finds Krevi to Tete. But Runarsson saves it again. We are approaching half time, and this hasn't turned into the absolutely one-sided affair that I thought it was going to be after 15 minutes, because here they come again with another decent chance, but we save it once more. Krevi sends it through, but Runarsson is out there averting the danger once more. Final chance before half-time, probably. Tete to Ekdal. I like that ball. Carlson gets it in. Oh, Kalle Andersson heads it down to Krebi. Nice bit of build-up. Gets the ball out into the corridor. Carlson is all alone. Crosses it in. Andersson down to Krebi, who makes no mistake. One-touch football at its best. 3-2 lead at half-time. Just going to tell them I'm pleased with that. Let's make it a decent second half. Augustinsson, Kalle Andersson. Ekdal keeps it, sends it back. We keep it in play. Hallgren, loads of people in the box. Ekdal just misses the goal. Luther tries, Piconel makes no mistake and saves that one. Passing the ball around, Kravit, Findel, Augustinsson. Can Anderson, here he comes again. He's almost through. That was a bit egotistical, wasn't it? But I get it. He wants to score in Portugal as well. Maybe he has a couple of lady fans in the stands. I don't know. Krabi! Is it offside? It's offside. I know that you wanted to sing just as much as I did. But let's spare our singing voices, shall we? Okay, a clear offside. Krabi scores again. He has been good this game. I was calling him out, hoping that he would be decent in this game, and he has been. Chance for Braga, and Larson sends it away, but they pick it up again. Thierry Barroso, what a finish! It's 3-3, and we are making a couple of subs for the final 20 minutes. There we go, 3 subs made, keeping our players as fresh as possible. There's going to be loads of games this season, and I don't want to wear anyone out this early. They tried, but they didn't succeed. It's been a very closely fought competition, this one. At least on their home ground, but in total it's been our game all along. We're going to go through 5-3 on aggregates, water performance. The European dream lives for yet another round. With this win, this is what the schedule looks like. We are playing Malmö next, and then Feyenoord at home, Norrköping in Allsvenskan, and then Feyenoord away. We are turning this into a series that focuses on the European games, which is only natural because we are trying to conquer Europe. I will see you soon for the doubleheader against Feyenoord. I hope you enjoyed this one. I am loving it so far. Until next time, bye.